Welcome back to the lecture series on repertory. I am Dr. Kedarnath A. Longani. I am a MD homeopath. I am teaching repertory in Bharati Vidyapeeth Homeopathic Medical College, Pune. Today we are going to see one of the clinical regional repertory which is based on the part. The name of the repertory is Uterine Therapeutics by Henry Menton. This repertory was published in 1883. Dr. Henry Menton has collected and systematically arranged vast number of symptoms which has the bearing upon the subject uterine disorder. For this purpose, he has referred vast number of books, records, magazines, pamphlets, journals. The arrangement of this book is mainly based on Therapeutics of Diarrhea by James B. Bale. In this repertory, there are total 178 medicines are there. Two types of typography are used to denote the medicines: italics 2 marks and Roman 1 mark. This repertory mainly focuses on the uterine disorder. This repertory is a very useful repertory for the problems related to the menstruation as well as other female problems. Uterine therapeutics is a repertory which contains many rubrics which can be used in the treatment of various obstetrical and gynecological problems. Nowadays, due to the modern lifestyle and increasing stress, the women are facing lot of obstetrical and gynecological problems. Since homeopathy is a holistic system, here we consider the person as a whole, taking into consideration his mentals, physicals, lifestyle aspect, even the disease condition. So homeopathy has got a great scope in treatment of obstetrical and gynecological problems, wherein it improves the health and well-being of the woman and improves the quality of life of a woman. This repertory can be divided into two parts. The part 1 is the remedies with their indications. Here the remedies are arranged in following order. First you will find menstruation, before menstruation, during menstruation, after menstruation. Then comes the amenorrhea. Then comes the metrorrhagia. Then comes the lochia. Then leukorrhea. Then concomitants. Then aggravation. Then amelioration. The last paragraph of each remedy focuses more on the constitution and adaptabilities of the remedy in brief. The remedies are arranged in alphabetical order. Now we will see the second part. Second part is a repertory part. This is also arranged in the following sections. First you will find menstruation, then you will find the amenorrhea, then you will find abortion, metrorrhagia, then you will find lochia, leukorrhea, and then you will find the general concomitants. So general concomitants, this section includes almost entire part of the body. So it is a very useful section. Even in this section you will find the chapter person, remedies especially suitable for. So in this chapter you will find the different constitutions, stages of life, then you will find the tendencies. For example, the rubrics like choleric, dwarfism, fat, flabby, pregnant ladies. In this repertory, you will find Matra Medica also as well as repertory part also. So one can easily refer to Matra Medica part for final selection of remedy. Now let's see the uterine therapeutics in detail. Uterine Therapeutics by Henry Minton. This is the cover page of the book. This book is dedicated to the memory of E. T. Richardson, MD. This effort to elucidate the homeopathic applications of remedies in the therapeutics of uterine diseases is respectfully dedicated by the author. About the author: Henry Minton, MD, of Brooklyn, New York, was born in Dover, Morris County, NJ, on March 4, 1831. He was the third son of Major William Minton. His early education was obtained at the village school, where he made excellent progress. Although he early exhibited a fondness for the study of physiology and anatomy, yet he was good in mechanics. But though fond of mechanics, his lack of physical strength rendered it necessary for him to choose a far different sphere of usefulness. He returned to his home in Dover and after a while went to Brooklyn, where in 1849 he commenced the study of medicine with Dr. Daniel Baker. He attended 3 full courses of lectures in the College of Physicians and Surgeons of New York City, and afterwards, in 1853, graduated with high honors at the Homeopathic College of Pennsylvania. His entire medical education was self-earned, his way being work with the most untiring industry, and in the face of difficulties that would have deterred anyone possessed of less indomitable will and courage. He paid his college fees by serving as the janitor's assistant, working far into the night, sweeping the halls, sawing the wood. His strong devotion to his profession, his eminent ability in taking a diagnosis, and his quick perception in the application of the proper remedies have brought him an enviable degree of success. Now we will see the contribution of Henry Minton. He was the editor of Homeopathic Journal of Obstetric and Diseases of Women and Children. He was a visiting physician to the Brooklyn Homeopathic Hospital. He was the member of the American Institute of Homeopathy. He was the author of Diseases of Women and Children. Now we will see the introduction. Obstetrics and gynecology are the 2 branches of medical science that specialize in the care of women during pregnancy, childbirth, postpartum, and in the diagnosis and treatment of diseases of female reproductive organs, respectively. Uterine Therapeutics by Henry Minton was published in 1883. This is a clinical regional repertory based on part. This repertory is mainly focused on uterine disorders. It is a useful monograph on the problems of menstruation and other female problems. Uterine Therapeutics is a repertory that contains many rubrics that can be used in treating various obstetrical and gynecological conditions. In these days, due to modern lifestyle, increasing stress and some habits, women are facing a lot of obstetrical and gynecological problems. Since homeopathy is a holistic system and focuses on the person as a whole by taking into consideration of the mental, physical, and lifestyle aspects of a person along with the disease conditions. It has a great scope in treating and curing many of these health conditions and thereby improving the health and well-being as well as the quality of life of the individuals. In this article, there is an attempt made to understand some of the common conditions related to obstetric and gynec and the application of uterine therapeutics in those conditions. Now we will see about the book. This book is the result of many years of patient study and clinical practice which commenced in the year 1867. The author has collected and systematically arranged all those symptoms of the materia medica that have direct or specific bearing upon the subject of uterine disorders. He has referred a vast number of books, records, journals, magazines, and pamphlets. A large part of the symptomatology of this work was published in American Journal of Homeopathic Materia Medica during the year of 1874 to 75. The arrangement of this book is based on the Homeopathic Therapeutics of Diarrhea by James B. Bell. Now we will see the preface. What the author says in preface. This compilation or study of remedies was commenced in the year 1867 and presents the result of the author's effort during this long period of time to collect and arrange in a systematic and convenient form for ready reference all those symptoms of the materia medica that have any direct or specific bearing upon the subject of uterine disorder. To do this with any degree of satisfaction, it has been necessary to consult a vast number of books, records, journals, magazines, and pamphlets. Every spare moment of the author's leisure since the inception of the idea has been persistently devoted to its consummation. The partially completed manuscript has lain upon the author's library table for many years, subject to continuous revision and correction. It has also been submitted to the criticism of professional friends, and such errations, additions, and correction have been made as extensive research and observation seem to warrant. It will, therefore, readily be seen that this is no hasty production, but rather the result of many years of patient study. A large part of the symptomatology of this work was published in the American Journal of Homeopathic Materia Medica during the year 1874 to 75. To Dr. A. R. Thomas, its editor, I am indebted for the suggestion of putting the matter I had collected into book form. In regard to the arrangement of its different parts, I have pretty close followed the one adopted by Dr. James B. Baird in this invaluable work on diarrhea. This arrangement is both practical and simple and needs no explanation as reference to the context with at once disclosed. In collecting and arranging the symptoms and pathogenetic indications of the remedies, we have endeavored to the full and explicit at the expense of repetition. For instance, under each heading, as menstruation, amenorrhea, leukorrhea, etc., we have grouped the leading concomitant symptoms and indications so as to present a complete picture of the malady and its complications to which the drug is applicable. It so happens, therefore, that the same symptoms frequently appear under different rubrics or headings and again in the group of concomitants. We hope no student may regard this peculiarity as an oversight, but rather as something essential to the plan of the work and in the author's view, as adding to its utility. The favorable reception met with by that portion of the work already published warrants the hope that in its completed, though by no means perfected form, it will be received with due measure of approbation by the profession, with the assurance that every care has been taken in its preparation, that the work might prove a reliable as well as a ready book of reference. It is submitted to the judgment of the profession. Henry Minton, Brooklyn, New York, on September 1, 1883. List of remedies. It starts with aconite and ends with gingiber. There are total 178 medicines are there. They are arranged as follows. They are arranged in alphabetical order. Here you will find first aconite napellus. Then you will find abbreviation for aconite. The page number is given 17. Then the last remedy 178 gingiber. Then you will find the abbreviation for gingiber ZING. The page number mentioned is 349. Now we will see the chart. First, name of the author Henry Minton. Year of publication in 1883. Total number of remedies 178. The type of repertory. So this one is a clinical regional repertory based on parts. Typography. There are two types of typography used. One italics 2 marks, Roman 1 mark. Now we will see plan and construction of this repertory. The book is divided into two parts. The part 1, which contains remedies and their indications, in which remedies are discussed under the following headings. First you will find menstruation, then before menstruation, during menstruation, after menstruation. Then you will find amenorrhea, metrorrhagia, lochia, leucorrhea, concomitants, aggravations, ameliorations. The last paragraph of each remedy deals with the constitution and adaptability of the remedy. In brief, the medicines are arranged alphabetically. Now we will see the example of one medicine. The name of the medicine is Viburnum opulus. First you will find menstruation heading. Too early, too profuse, and offensive in odor. Discharge looks like jelly. Flow stains the napkins permanently. Menstruation retarded. Menses scanty, thin, light colored, and continuing for few days. Means it continues for few days. Then the heading is before menstruation. Before menstruation, pain in the back, gradually extending to the hypogastric region and down the thighs. Cramps and bearing down pain before the discharge appears, as said by J.C. King. Spasmodic and membranous dysmenorrhea. This is very important in viburnum. The dysmenorrhea is spasmodic and membranous. Excruciating colicky pains through the womb and lower part of the abdomen, coming on suddenly just preceding the menstrual flow and sometimes lasting 10 to 12 hours, as said by Lilienthal. Backache, as if it would break, bearing down sensation as of menses would appear. Now we will see the during menstruation complaints. So during menstruation there is constant nausea, frequent urging to urinate, passing large quantity of clear, light colored urine, excruciating colicky pains through the uterus and lower abdomen, backache as if it would break. During severe menstrual pains, a sensation as if her heart would cease to beat and the breath leave her body. Then you will find the after menstruation complaints. After menstruation leucorrhea, discharge thin, whitish, yellow, nausea and faintness. Now we will see leucorrhea. Leucorrhea is thick, white and copious. Excoriating leucorrhea, producing redness, smarting and itching of the genitals. Leucorrhea thin, no color, except with every evacuation of the bowels. When it is thick, white and inodorous. Now we will see the concomitants of viburnum opulus. Irritable mood, wishes to be alone, inability to perform mental labor. Then vertigo on rising from a seat, feels as though she would fall forward, dizzy feeling all the time, headache, dull and sluggish in character, sour feeling in the eyeballs, deathly nausea and sickness at the stomach, principally at night, constant nausea relieved by eating, crampy, colicky pain in the lower abdomen, during menstruation, cramping, colic, pains in lower abdomen, the pains coming suddenly with terrible severity, bearing down pains, as during menstruations, with heavy aching pain in the sacral region and over the pubis. Now the viburnum resembles colophyllum in the spasmodic, crampy character of the abdominal pains and menstrual symptoms. Its curative sphere of action appears to be most prompt and effective in amenorrhea or dysmenorrhea, occurring in tall, slender, dark, or fair haired hysterical persons. Now we will see the second part of the book. So the second part is the repertory. It has following sections. 1. First one, menstruation. Here you will find time and quantity of the menstrual discharge. Then character of menstrual discharge. Then before menstruation, during menstruation, after menstruation. Then the heading is amenorrhea. Here you will find cause and concomitants. The next one, abortion, miscarriage. Here you will find causes, character of discharge, character of pain, mental condition. The next heading is metrorrhagia. Here you will find character of discharge, concomitant symptoms. Then comes lochia. Here you will find peculiarities of the discharge, concomitant symptoms. The next heading is leucorrhea. Here you will find character of the discharge, cause, time, aggravation and amelioration. Then comes concomitant symptoms. Then the last one is a general concomitants. Here you will find mind and mood, sleep, vertigo, headache, head, eyes, ears, nose, face, mouth, throat, appetite, eructations, hiccup, water brush, nausea, vomiting, stomach, abdomen, anus, rectum, stool, urination, urine, sexual organ, sexual desire, mammae, nipples, chest, respiration, cough, heart, back, extremities, skin, then the person, remedies especially suitable for, and then comes the generalities. Now we will see the scope. First one, all complaints related to menstrual cycles can be referred here. Number 2, general concomitants is elaborately given parts of the body wise. Third one, homeopathic materia medica and repertory under one book. So one can easily refer to materia medica for final selection of remedy. Fourth one, Materia Medica is given in alphabetical order. Fifth one, index to the repertory is given so easy to find. This repertory, apart from these clinical sections, also consists of a separate section called General Concomitants, which is dedicated to entire parts of the body. It starts with mind and mood and ends with generalities, within which all parts of the body along with their symptoms or complaints are included. This chapter also includes a section called as Persons Remedies Especially Suited For. This is a very important topic in which there are rubrics related to different constitutions, stages of life, body types, tendencies, and nature of the individuals. Now we will see the examples. Rubric: Abdomen with large. The medicines given are ammonium mur and calcarea carb. Then assimilation imperfect. The medicine given is Cilicia. Blondes. The medicine given are Chelidonium, Creozote and Pulsatilla. Choleric. Medicines given are Aconite, Chamomilla, Colocynth, Ignatia, Lycopodium, Maxomica, Phosphorus, Platina, Staphysagaria. Then next rubric is Dwarfish. The medicine given is Baraita carb. Then eyes, blue eyes. Medicines given are Belladonna, Bromium, Iodum, Pulsatilla. Then next rubric is fat. The medicines given are ammonium mur, antimonium crude, Baraita, Calcarea carb, Crocus, Ferrum, Kalivich, Kalicarb, Lyco, Phosphorus and Sulfur. Then next rubric is flabby. The medicine is Kalicarb. Then maiden ladies. The drugs given are Bovista, Calcarea carb, Conium. Then medicine for pregnant ladies. The drug given are Anacardium sapia. Widows. The medicine given is Apis. All these rubrics help in individualization and final selection of the remedy. Now we will see the working out a case. After taking the case, the symptoms can be arranged as follows in order to work out a case with the help of this repertory. First one, complaints. Second, character of discharge. Third, cause. Fourth, modalities. Fifth, concomitants. Sixth, generalities. Now we will see the rubrics related to menstruation first. In that also first, time and quantity of menstrual discharge. Under that you will find few rubrics. Before the proper age. The medicine given are antimonium crude, Calcarea carb, Calcarea phos, Chamomilla, Phosphorus, Pulsatilla, Sabina, Cilicia. Then irregular. Under that you will find Cocculus, Iodum, Creozote, Lachesis, Sapia. Then menstrual discharge which is profuse and short duration. Medicine given are lacasis, platina, silicea, and thuja. Then retarded. The first menses are retarded. The medicine given are causticum, graphitis, kalikab, natramur, pulsatilla, and sulfur. Then menses suppress. In front of that you will find fever, actia racemosa, lobelia, suppress due to grief. Medicine given is ignatia. Suppress menses in scrawny woman. The medicine given is sickle core. Suppress menses, widows especially. The medicine given is apis. Now we will see the second point is a character of menstrual discharge. The discharge is acrid, burning, corrosive, excoriating. The drug given are petroleum, rustox, sarsaparilla, silicea, sulfur, carbovage, causticum, kalikap, lacasis, natrum sulf. Then the discharge is foul, offensive smelling, badly. The drug given are belladonna, bryonia, carbovage, chamomilla, crocus, ignatia, creosote, lilium teak, cichale, and silicea. The menstrual discharge, which is smelling very strong. The drug given are carbovage and silicea. The menstrual discharge, which is red, bright, mixed with coagula. The drug given are arnica, belladonna, sabina. Then menstrual discharge red, bright, but dark. Here you will find the drug given is sabina. Then menstrual discharge stains the napkin permanently. The drug given is Viburnum opulus. Now we will see before menstruation, concomitant symptoms. Back pain. The drug given are ammonium carb, cinnaberis, cocculus, digitalis, lacasis, maccarb, nitric acid, nux moscanda, oleander, oleum ann, platina, sanguinaria, spongia, viburnum opulus. So now next one is a before menstruation back pain which is aching. The drug given are calcarea carb, pulsatilla, gelsemium. Then back pain, muscles off. The drug given is Nuxomica. Then before menstruation, canine hunger. The drug given is Maccarb. Then before menstruation, diarrhea. The drug given are ammonium carb, Bovista, silicea. Then before menstruation, suicidal tendency. The drug given is aurum. Before menstruation, vulva burning at. The drug given is sepia. Now we will see rubrics related to during menstruation. In that also first concomitant symptoms. So during menstruation, abdomen cannot bear anything tight about. The medicine given are calcarea carb, lycopodium, nuxomica. Then during menstruation, concomitant again, abdomen, cramps in. The medicine given are actia racemosa, chamomilla, causticum, cocculus, colocin, graphitis, kalikap, nitric acid, nuxomica pulsatilla. During menstruation, backache. The drug given are belladonna, kalikap, phosphorus. During menstruation, mammary, pain in. The drug given are calcarea carb, conium, phosphorus. So during menstruation, the mood. During menstruation, mood quarrelsome. The drug given is Naxomica. During menstruation, music cannot bear. The drug given is natrum carb. Then the concomitant symptoms. Leukorrhea. The drug given are alumina, borax, bovista, chamomilla, hydrastis, creosote, maccarb, nitric acid, phosphorus, phosphoric acid, platina, pulsatilla, ruta, silicia, sulfur. The next one is a weakness disproportionate to the loss of blood. The drug given is Ipecac. Now we will see the rubrics related to amenorrhea. In that you will find causes and concomitant. First, food loathing of all. The drug given is Sapia. So during the amenorrhea, food loathing of. The drug given is Sapia. Amenorrhea. Food sweat suppression of. The drug given are cuprum and silicia. Amenorrhea. Girls anemic in. The drug given are calcarea carb, ferrum, helonius, calica, pulsatilla. Amenorrhea in girls. Mild, gentle and yielding. The drug given is pulsatilla. Amenorrhea in romantic girls. Ferrum. Amenorrhea. Scrawny. The drug given is Cical. Amenorrhea in tall ladies. The drug given is phosphorus. Amenorrhea who are always in a hurry. The drug given is sulfuric acid. Now we will see rubrics related to metrorrhagia. The character of discharge. Suppose the discharge is bright red mixed with clots. The drug given are arnica, sabina, ustilago. The discharge is coagulated. The drug given are apocyinum, arnica, chamomilla, china, crocus, ferrum, pulsatilla, sabina. The discharge contains coagulated but large and offensive. The drug given is creosote. Continuous discharge. The drug given are hamamelis, hyoscyamus, ipecac. The discharge is intermittent. The drug given are creosote, pulsatilla and sulfur. Discharge profuse in gushes. The drug given are sabina and Cical. The discharge is stringy. The drug given is crocus. Now we will see the rubrics related to leukorrhea. In that, character of discharge. Leukorrhea albuminous. Drug given are alumina, ammonium mure, borax, hydrastis, petroleum, platina. Leukorrhea jelly-like. The drug given is sabina. Leukorrhea linen eats holes in the drug given is iodum. Leukorrhea under linen stains yellow, or leukorrhea stains the linen yellow. The drug given are carboanimalis, creosote, naxomica. Leukorrhea which is offensive. The drug given are argentum mate, china, creosote, nitric acid, naxomica, sabina, sanguinaria, Cical and sapia. Leukorrhea which is profuse but only daytime. The drug given is alumina. Now we will see the therapeutics of abortion. So what is abortion? Abortion is bleeding or expulsion of the fetus before 24th week of gestation or viability or less than 500 gram of weight. Definition given by WHO. Abortion may be spontaneous or induced. Abortion is classified into the following clinical types. First one, threatened abortion. 2. Inevitable abortion. 3. Incomplete abortion. 4. Complete abortion. 5th, misabortion. Now we will see the first abortion type, which is a threatened abortion. Means vaginal bleeding during the first 20 weeks of pregnancy, whether the bleeding is associated with uterine contraction or not. Second one, inevitable abortion. Definition: abortion is inevitable when bleeding is accompanied with uterine contractions. Bleeding becomes severe and dilatation of the cervix. It is impossible for the pregnancy to continue. It may end up complete or incomplete. The next one, incomplete abortion. The fetus has been expelled, but the parts of the placenta and membranes are retained in utero. Lochia is heavy. Bleeding may be profuse. Pain may or may not be present. Os is partly closed. Cervix patulous. There is subinvolution. The fourth one, complete abortion. When the entire products of the conception are passed, abortion is considered complete. It occurs usually before the 8th week. Bleeding is reduced to mere staining. There are signs of pregnancy regresses. Fifth one, misabortion. This term is applied when the fetus is dead and is retained with its placenta in the uterus. Now we will see the rubrics related to abortion. Abortion predisposition to. The medicines given are Alatris, Asar, Baptisia, Calcarea carp, Colophyllum, Helonius, Calicap, Sabina, Sulfur, Viburnum opulus. Then the abortion threatened abortion. The drug given are Apis, Arnica, Calcarea carp, Causticum, Colophyllum, Cinnaberis, Ipecac, Pulsatilla, Sabina, Secale, Trillium, Viburnum opulus. Then if the abortion occurs in second month, the drug given are Apis and Calicap. If abortion occurs third month, the drug given are Crocus, Sabina, Secale and Thuja. Then abortion occurs in 5th to 7th month. The drug given is Sepia. Then pregnancy in the early part of abortion. The drug given is Apis. Abortion in the last month of. The drug given is opium. Then we'll see the causes, abortion under causes. Spinal affections of. The drug given is Cilicia. Then abortion causes suppressed grip. The drug given is Ignatia. Now we will see therapeutics of dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea refers to menstrual cramps. They are typically throbbing or cramping pains in the lower abdomen, back and legs. These pains are usually apparent just before and during the menstrual periods in most women who suffer from dysmenorrhea. The intensity and severity of the condition may range from annoying or discomfort to more severe so that it interferes with everyday activities for a few days every month. While it may be seen in most women without any underlying pathology, there may be identifiable problems underneath, which includes endometriosis or uterine fibroids. Treating any underlying cause would help in reducing the pain. Dysmenorrhea tends to lessen with age and after childbirth. Dysmenorrhea may be of two types. The first one, primary dysmenorrhea. This type usually begins within 6 months of having the first period. There is usually no underlying disease or condition leading to this type of dysmenorrhea. It lasts less than 72 hours, beginning at the start of the periods and usually caused due to uterine cramping caused by the action of internal chemicals called prostaglandins during this phase of the menstrual cycle. The second type is a secondary dysmenorrhea. This type of dysmenorrhea is usually caused in women who have had painless periods before. This may be caused by diseases such as fibroids, endometriosis, infections, or sexually transmitted diseases. Now we will see the rubrics. Before menstruation, we will see the concomitants related to dysmenorrhea. Abdominal pain before menstruation. The drug given are ammonium carb, cuprum, iodine, petroleum, platina, pulsatilla, sanguinaria. Before menstruation, in abdomen, spasms. The drug given are bromium, carbovate, chamomilla. So, before menstruation, back pain. The drug given are ammonium carb, calcarea carb, cinnaberries, cocculus, digitalis, lacasis, maccarb, nitric acid, nux moscata, oleum A, platina, sanguinaria, spongia, viburnum opulus. Before menstruation, there is a pelvic congestion of. The drug given is Varatum V. Then next we will see during menstruation, concomitants. So during menstruation, pain in general or dysmenorrhea. The drug given are Actia racemosa, ammonium carb, belladonna, berberis, borax, cactus, colophyllum, chamomilla, china, cocculus, coffea, colocin, conium, crocus, gelsemium, lacasis, lilium tig, naxomica, phosphorus, platina, pulsatilla, rus, sabina, secale, sepia, sulfur, varatum alpha and xanthoxylum. Now we will see the conclusion. All these rubrics helps in individualization and final selection of the remedy. These are some of the commonly seen conditions in obstetrics and gynecology and the application of Minton's uterine therapeutics in those conditions. This repertory, even though a regional repertory, can be used in constitutional prescription also because of the last section. The part 1, remedy indications, also helps in reference work and thereby aids in the selection of simillimum. Here it ends with our lecture. Thank you everyone for listening the lecture on uterine therapeutics. If you like the video, then please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you. See you soon with the new video on repertory.